On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Intelligentsia.
The educated and intellectual elite of society, particularly those involved in cultural or artistic pursuits.
Examples:
Members of intelligentsia. Artistic intelligentsia. The voices of the political and academic intelligentsia dominated the debate.
Grunt.
To make a short, low noise in the throat.
Examples:
Grunt a laugh. Grunt in discontent. She grunted and stopped drinking coffee.
Windy.
Characterized by or affected by strong winds, of or relating to the wind, describing a person who talks a lot, often in an exaggerated way or without saying much substance.
Examples:
Windy hillside. Windy eloquence. The weather is too windy for us to go on a boat ride.
Succinct.
Concise, clear, and to the point, using as few words as possible to convey an idea or message, brief but comprehensive.
Examples:
Succinct reply. Succinct explanation. My manager gave me a succinct summary of the project's goals and objectives.
Hallowed.
Considered holy or sacred, deserving of reverence or respect.
Examples:
Hallowed tradition. Hallowed memory. The church was considered a hallowed ground for the community, where their ancestors had worshipped for generations.
Eloquent.
Able to speak or write clearly and impressively.
Examples:
An eloquent speaker. Eloquent writing. She gave an eloquent speech at the graduation ceremony.
Falcon.
A bird of prey characterized by its sharp talons and hooked beak, typically having a long tail and wingspan and known for its swift and agile flight.
Examples:
Falcon feathers. Peregrine falcon. The falcon's keen eyesight makes it an excellent hunter.
Uncharted.
Not mapped or surveyed, unknown or unexplored, without a clear or definite course of action.
Examples:
Uncharted wilderness. Uncharted waters. The explorer ventured into uncharted territory, not knowing what to expect.
Terror.
A Latin word meaning earth or land, often used in scientific or technical contexts to refer to the planet itself or the soil or ground of a particular area.
Examples:
Terracotta. Terra firma. Scientists study the terra of other planets to learn more about their formations and compositions.
Nova.
A star that suddenly becomes brighter, typically because of an explosion in its interior, a sudden increase or burst of activity or growth.
Examples:
Nova explosion, nova star. The astronomer spent months studying the nova's light spectrum to learn more about its properties.
Siege.
The surrounding of a place and isolating it by an army to defeat those defending it.
Examples:
Hostage siege, lay siege to his house. People began storing up food and supplies for the siege.
Preposition:
A word or group of words that shows the relationship of a noun or pronoun to another word in a sentence, indicating location, time, direction, or manner. Example: in, on, at, above, before, after.
Examples:
English preposition, complex preposition. When learning a new language, understanding the use of prepositions can be quite challenging.
Sled.
A vehicle used for traveling over snow or ice, typically consisting of a flat-bottomed frame mounted on runners, sometimes pulled by dogs or horses.
Examples:
Pull a sled, sled dog. We used a sled to slide down the hill in the snow.
Unbroken.
Continuous and not interrupted, of promises or contracts, not violated or disregarded.
Examples:
An unbroken horse, unbroken chain. He enjoyed the unbroken quiet of the afternoon at the villa.
Stubbornness.
The trait of being unyielding, obstinate, or inflexible, a refusal to change one's opinions or behavior despite pressure or persuasion.
Examples:
Plain stubbornness, show stubbornness. Her stubbornness in negotiations prevented a successful outcome for both parties.
Hubris.
Excessive pride, arrogance, or overconfidence, often leading to someone's downfall or ruin.
Examples:
Political hubris, hubris in business. The athlete's hubris resulted in him underestimating his competition and losing the game.
Sledge.
A large, heavy vehicle with runners used on snow or ice to transport goods or people. A heavy hammer with a long handle used for shattering rock or concrete.
Examples:
Sledge hockey, sledge dog. The athlete pushed the heavy sledge as part of her training regime.
Spartan.
Of or relating to Sparta, equals a prominent city-state in Laconia, in ancient Greece, or its people, showing self-discipline and determination, especially in the face of hardship or adversity.
Examples:
Spartan training, a Spartan diet. The soldier lived a Spartan lifestyle, with few possessions and luxuries.
Photovoltaics.
A branch of technology that involves the conversion of sunlight into electricity using solar cells or other photoelectric devices. The generation of electricity directly from sunlight, typically using solar panels.
Examples:
Photovoltaics recycling initiatives. Photovoltaic system. The development of thin-film photovoltaics has allowed for a wider range of applications in building design.
Storytelling.
The act or art of narrating or writing stories.
Examples:
Storytelling performance. Courtroom storytelling. She was skilled in storytelling techniques, such as using different voices for other characters.
Glide.
To move smoothly and effortlessly.
Examples:
Glide through the water. Glide down the mountain. The eagle gracefully glided on the thermals, soaring above the mountains.
Whiteout.
A meteorological phenomenon occurring in winter conditions, where snowfall and strong winds create a uniform, featureless white appearance that obscures visibility.
Examples:
Severe whiteout. Whiteout snowstorm. Travel advisories were issued due to the whiteout conditions on the highway.
Glacier.
A slowly moving mass of ice formed from snow on mountains or near the North Pole or the South Pole.
Examples:
Glacier retreat. Glaciers move tardily. The glaciers of the Ice Age have shaped fjord.
Shimmer.
To shine with a soft, flickering light, to reflect light in a wavering or twinkling way, to glimmer or glisten.
Examples:
Shimmer with tears. Shimmer in the moonlight. The sunlight made the water in the pool shimmer like diamonds.
Crevasse.
A deep crack or fissure, especially in a glacier or the Earth's surface, often caused by stress or movement, a dangerous and treacherous gap or opening.
Examples:
Fall into a crevasse. Dangerous crevasse. The mountaineer carefully crossed the glacier crevasse to continue climbing the icy peak.
Glacial.
Relating to or resembling a glacier, equals a slowly moving mass of ice, or the process of glaciation, characterized by an extremely slow or gradual pace or movement.
Examples:
Glacial movements. Glacial terrain. The glacial pace of the negotiations frustrated both parties.
Anticlimax.
A disappointing or unfulfilling conclusion or event that is less exciting, impressive, or dramatic than expected, a sudden, often jarring reduction in intensity or excitement after a build-up or expectation.
Examples:
Anticlimax moment. Anticlimax ending. The movie had an unexpected anticlimax, leaving the audience disappointed and confused.
Canteen.
A small cafeteria or dining hall, especially one in a military or school setting.
Examples:
Military canteen, school canteen. The soldiers gathered in the canteen to eat their rations and catch up on the latest news from home.
Marvelous.
Causing wonder or astonishment, excellent.
Examples:
Marvelous performance, marvelous power. The view from the top of the mountain was marvelous.
Unsupported.
Not given financial or other aid, not having any proof or evidence.
Examples:
Unsupported rumor. Fight unsupported. Removal of the central pole left the roof unsupported.
Plateau.
An elevated, relatively level expanse of land, typically vast and extending over a large area, a state or period of little or no change following a period of growth, development, or progress.
Examples:
Plateau region. Plateau in performance. The hikers finally reached the plateau after a long climb up the mountain.
Beacon.
A light or other visible object serving as a signal, guide, or warning.
Examples:
An aerial beacon. Beacon of hope. The lighthouse served as a beacon to guide ships safely into port.
Hindsight.
Understanding or knowledge that comes after an event has occurred, the ability to perceive or understand events with greater clarity or accuracy in retrospect.
Examples:
Hindsight bias. 20/20's hindsight. With hindsight, we can see that investing in that company was a mistake.
Starvation.
A severe lack of food that leads to malnutrition and, ultimately, death.
Examples:
Die of starvation. Starvation wages. The drought led to widespread starvation in the region.
Glib.
Fluent and shallow in speech or conversation, competently and slickly persuasive or superficially knowledgeable, characterized by superficial ease or insincerity.
Examples:
Glib response. Glib remark. His glib explanation of the complex topic could have convinced the audience.
Frightening.
Causing fear or alarm or very surprising and alarming.
Examples:
Cast frightening eyes. Frightening experience. The news of the pandemic was a frightening reminder of the fragility of human health.
Headwind.
A wind blowing directly against the forward movement of an aircraft, vehicle, or vessel, thereby slowing its progress and increasing fuel consumption.
Examples:
Facing headwind. Flying in a headwind. The cyclists had to contend with strong headwinds during the race.
Hypoglycemia.
A medical condition characterized by abnormally low blood sugar levels, often causing symptoms such as weakness, sweating, confusion, and dizziness.
Examples:
Hypoglycemia symptoms. Hypoglycemia diet. The doctor recommended frequent monitoring of blood sugar levels to prevent hypoglycemia.
Hypothermic.
Relating to or characterized by abnormally low body temperature, typically resulting from prolonged exposure to cold temperatures.
Examples:
Hypothermic condition. Hypothermic preservation. The hiker suffered from hypothermic symptoms after being exposed to extreme cold.
Quitter.
A person who gives up easily or does not have the determination to finish what they have started.
Examples:
Easy quitter. Serial quitter. He was labeled as a quitter after he abandoned the project halfway.
Incapacitate.
To disable or render someone or something unable to function or operate normally, either temporarily or permanently, often as a result of injury, illness, or damage.
Examples:
Incapacitate opponent. Incapacitate the enemy. The injury sustained during the game could incapacitate the player for the rest of the season.
Debilitate.
To weaken or hinder the strength, vitality, or energy of someone or something, to cause physical, emotional, or mental exhaustion or fatigue.
Examples:
Debilitate the body. Debilitate the mind. The disease has debilitated her to the point where she can no longer live independently.
Bury.
To place a dead body in the ground, grave, or tomb.
Examples:
Bury in the earth. Bury emotion. There is plenty of space to bury everyone.
Resupply.
To provide something with additional supplies or materials, often used for resupplying remote or distant outposts, such as military bases or science stations.
Examples:
Resupply food. Resupply water. We need to resupply our inventory before the holiday rush.
Scar.
A mark that remains on the skin after a wound has healed.
Examples:
Burn scar. Carry a scar. Even after the wound has healed, a scar remains.
Downhill.
In a direction that is downward or from a higher to a lower point, in a progressively worse or deteriorating manner.
Examples:
Ski downhill. Walk downhill to the beach. The family's finances have been going downhill since they lost their main source of income.
Slippery.
Difficult to hold firmly or stand on because it is wet or smooth, not to be trusted.
Examples:
A slippery customer. Slippery ice. How extraordinarily slippery a liar the camera is.
Armpit.
The hollow under the arm where it joins the shoulder.
Examples:
Hair of the armpits. Armpit area. This stick will deodorize your armpits.
Inauspicious.
Indicating bad luck or ill fortune, not conducive to success or favorable outcomes.
Examples:
Inauspicious start. Inauspicious sign. The weather on the event's opening day was inauspicious, with rain and thunderstorms.
Foreground.
The part of a view, picture, etc., that is nearest to the viewer.
Examples:
Foreground segmentation. Foreground galaxy. A happy group of friends occupies the foreground of the picture.
Rubble.
Fragments of rock, stone, or other materials that remain after a building or other structure has been destroyed or demolished, the remains of something that has been broken down or destroyed.
Examples:
Clear away rubble. Rubble-strewn road. After the earthquake, the city was left in a pile of rubble.
Dedicate.
To give all of your energy, time, etc., entirely to a specific person, activity, or cause, to set apart for a particular purpose or use.
Examples:
Dedicate a few hours. Dedicate a chapter to the subject. He dedicated his life to helping others.
Superficial.
Existing or occurring only at or on the surface, appearing to be true or real only until examined more closely.
Examples:
Superficial wound. Superficial knowledge. The journalist's superficial reporting should have captured the full scope of the issue.
Frostbite.
A medical condition that occurs when the skin and underlying tissue freeze due to exposure to extremely cold temperatures, resulting in damage or loss of tissue and, in severe cases, amputation.
Examples:
Frostbite symptoms. Frostbite on the hand. The athlete had to quit the race due to severe frostbite on his feet.
Goggle.
To look at someone or something with amazement, to look stupidly, noun, plural, tight-fitting spectacles that are worn to prevent particulates, water, or chemicals from striking the eyes.
Examples:
Goggle his eyes. Infrared goggles. The software company bought the VR goggles manufacturer.
Sting.
To cause a sharp, painful sensation or injury with a poison, venom, or other substance or by a physical action, such as a bite or prick.
Examples:
sting me on the arm, sting his face. Bees sting as a defense mechanism when they feel threatened.
Cliché.
A phrase or expression that has become overused to the point that it has lost its original impact or meaning, a trite or unoriginal idea or statement.
Examples:
Cliché plot, age-old cliché. Using the same cliché phrase in every conversation can take time and effort.
Inhabit.
To live in a specific location, to reside.
Examples:
Inhabit a cave, inhabit the stomach. I have no idea what sort of folks inhabit the neighborhood.